Regression isn't an accident. It's a response to pressure without structure. You see it all the time. The gym attendance starts strong, then fades. Journals get filled with ambition, then gather dust. Goals are written down with passion, only to be ignored weeks later. We've all been there, watching our hard-earned progress just unravel. It feels like a mystery, like some force is pulling us back to where we started. But it's not a mystery, it's a pattern. Most people regress for 3 specific reasons. First, they raise their standards without building systems to support them. Think about it. You get a burst of motivation. You decide you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., work out every day, and read a book a week. That's raising your standards. But what's the system? What's your exact bedtime routine? What happens when you feel tired? What's the plan if you miss a day? Motivation is what gets you started, but systems are what keep you going. Without a system, you're just running on pure emotion and willpower, and that leads directly to burnout. Sooner or later, you hit an emotional wall and collapse. The second reason is that people expect applause. When you decide to level up your life, you secretly hope people will notice. You want your friends, family, or colleagues to say, "Wow, you're so disciplined. Look at you go." But what usually happens? Silence. Raising your standards often brings silence, not praise. People are busy with their own lives, and when that applause you were expecting never comes, you start to mistake that silence for failure. You think, nobody even cares. What's the point? So you retreat. You go back to the familiar place where you were celebrated for doing less, because at least there, you felt seen. And the third reason for regression is confusing fatigue with failure. Let me be clear, progress is exhausting. It's supposed to be. It's not because you're weak or because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're doing work you've never done before. You are literally forging new neural pathways, building new habits, and pushing your own boundaries. That takes an immense amount of physical and mental energy. But instead of seeing this fatigue as a sign of growth, many people see it as a sign of defeat. They think, "I'm so tired. I must not be cut out for this." Regression happens when that fatigue isn't respected, managed, or planned for. You need to build rest and recovery into your plan, not see it as a detour. This is the reality of leveling up. It's late nights when others are out having fun. It's quiet rooms, working alone. It's solo work sessions when you'd rather be socializing. It's missing out on some social events to stay on track with your goals. Regression isn't your comfort zone calling you back. It's your old identity fighting to get back in control. That old version of you feels threatened by this new, disciplined person you're becoming. Here's the core truth you need to understand. The higher your standards become, the quieter your life gets. There's less external noise, less need for constant validation from others, and a lot more precision in how you spend your time and energy. Most people don't regress because life suddenly got hard. They regress because they never took the time to rebuild their identity, to survive and thrive at that higher level. They're trying to run new software on old hardware, and the system inevitably crashes. So if you don't want to regress, if you're tired of starting over again and again, stop chasing motivation. It's fleeting. Instead, build non-negotiable standards for yourself. Install the systems that will make those standards automatic, and learn to accept and even embrace the silence. That is how leaders are formed. That is how lasting change is made. If this resonated with you, like this episode and subscribe to Profit Pulse Network for more. Share this with someone you know who keeps starting over. In our next episode, we'll dive deeper into why standards without structure will always collapse. Thanks for watching.